up early. He's rolling up breakfast. What's up, Rob?
What's going on, fellas? Hey, we getting a little too carried away with this Podziemski nonsense. When I watched him play last year, what I seen was a guy who plays hard, smart. I don't see nothing that lead about his talent. He don't got an elite jumper. He don't got an elite crossover. Not an elite finisher. To me, I feel like Lacob trying to hype up the All-Star game. You got to sell somebody to the fans. This is, man, come on, man. This 2024, what's this, Monte Ellis? This Monte Ellis and Steph Curry per two? Like, stop it. Like, Podziemski, get out of here, bro. You're a back. He is kind of too cocky. You know what I'm saying? You're a backup. To me, you skill level, you're a backup point guard in the NBA. You telling me you got to go against Kyrie, you got to go against Luka, you got to go against, all these other little point guards they got out there, and y'all want Podziemski as the sidekick next to Steph Curry, and y'all talking about championship? You know what I mean? Stop that, man.
I don't think I hear what you're saying. I don't think most Warrior fans like championship. I do think there are people that want to get to another championship, but I think most people are like, they're not a championship contender.
Yeah, but he shouldn't be untouchable. Now, I wouldn't trade Kuminga for Lowry. I felt like Kuminga's a better player. But I for sure trade Lowry for Porzingis for that dude. No doubt about it. It's the same guy. One's just taller with a better jumper. So who you taking? So they can do that, yeah. But saying he's untouchable like he's the next coming of, whoever Wemby is unbelievable. We need to stop that, man. He should be on the block too.
All right, Rob. Good call. We'll see you at training camp, hopefully. By the way, the Giants' 2025 schedule has been released. They're opening at Cincinnati, and their home opener is against the Seattle Mariners. I want to talk about lackluster.
Yay!
Seattle, home opener? Really?
When I think Seattle Giants, I think Steiny. No, actually, I think of Jose Cruz Jr. I went to an interleague game when Jose Cruz was on Seattle in like 97 or 98, and I watched Griffey come to Candlestick. It was one of the more fun games I remember from my youth.
They traded Jose Cruz Jr., and I remember this late-night sports radio host. He was on late night, and he was like, the Mariners
JT the Brick
just traded. No, it wasn't JT. He was filling in for JT.
I used to listen to the Brick.
Yeah, he was filling in for JT the Brick.
Tom Looney, pop culture.
It wasn't Tom Looney though, but it was some dude. It was some dude, and he was filling in for JT. But he goes, the Mariners just traded away 3 pennants by trading away Jose Cruz Jr.
Pennants.
Oh, dude, he was losing his mind.
Well, did you hear that Jose Cruz Jr. dropped the pennant when the Giants went wire to wire in 2003, and he dropped the ball after a Gold Glove season in right field?
Game 3, yeah, down at Joe Robbie Stadium. Now called Hard Rock. Now called Hard Rock.
He was a good Giant, though, that year until that play.
Until that play, he was gone.
And then
just
he was
like
done.
that.
It was like, you can't come
just
back.
Just like that.
It was his Jaquaski Tart moment.
No, that was tough. And then, of course, they come back for 5-0. They blew Adam in the city. Adam, what's happening?
Hey, guys. Thanks for having me on. Good morning. Just really quickly, I think people are overreacting a little bit with the Podz thing. And, I wouldn't expect anything less of Joe Lacob to kind of hype up, this draft pick. Though he's really good. Like, if he could turn into, like, a T.J. McConnell, I'll just say, hey, because Peyton Pritchard's good, but I think T.J.'s better. But turn into that type of player, they'd be all right. But, like, for the pieces that you'd have to give up to get a Markkanen, Markkanen is really good. And it's just he's different. He can attack one-on-one. He's a 7-footer. He can play defense, shoot. I'm kind of leaning more on the side that, like, I want him. And if you have to trade out those pieces, that's fine. But, like, I don't think we need to be so tight. He had a good rookie year, but it's like, do we really need him for the next, or do we want him for the next, 10 years?
Yeah, it's a great question, Adam. It's a great question. Anthony Slater wrote this morning that the Warriors outscored opponents by 264 points in Pods' 1,968 minutes last season. He had the best plus-minus on the team. Now, I know a lot of people love plus-minus. You know me, Shasky. I'm not the biggest fan of plus-minus.
Story.
Exactly, but his plus-minus was 75 points ahead of Stephen Curry, the next closest. Doesn't mean a thing to me. We all know Steph's the best player on the team. But Pods was in 25 of the team's 33 best 5-man lineup combinations last season. Again, Pods was in 25 of the team's 33 best 5-man lineup combinations. This is all from Anthony Slater. The Warriors had a 117.5 offensive rating, best on the team, and 111.6 defensive rating, which is 5th best among rotation players when he was on the floor. The number models love him. Pods, 6'4", rebounds like crazy. Averaged 8.5 in college, 5.8 in 26.5 minutes last year as a rookie. Last season, we know Wiggins couldn't get on the boards. He averaged 4.5. Kuminga averaged 4.8. Clay averaged 3.3. Pod's ability at the guard position to close defensive possessions at the rebound became important for that team last season, which was small. And then here you go. Another kicker. 2 seasons ago, the Warriors ranked 14th among teams in rebounding rate. Last season, Podz is first. They were second in the league. So it's not flashy. He's not the most athletic. He's not the quickest. But for what the Warriors do and the combos that they have, Podz fits. And they value that fit.
And in terms of like win share isn't, relative.
Right.
Well, and he had a higher win share than TJ McConnell, played more minutes per game than TJ McConnell. TJ right around 10 points this year and 5.5 assists. Podziemski, 9 points and, what was 4.5 assists, 4 assists, 6 rebounds. I mean, I thought it was pretty good. Here's one thing I would say. Any starting guard in the NBA cannot shoot 60-something% from the free throw line.
Right.
Like that is something, and he doesn't shoot a lot of free throws, but that is something that if we're talking about, hey, what can he get better at? Spot up shooting and
is he a guy that could blow by his defender and get to the free throw line?
I actually think he gets into the paint pretty well.
He's gotten stronger this season, no doubt.
Finishing is going to be, he has the teardrop where he do that floater. He worked on that all last year. I'd like to see him work more around the rim with both hands. Curry added that to the game, and Podz has already got bigger shoulders than Curry in terms of going to the lane. But I just think that there are times where he dribbles into trouble.
Yeah.
And that's...
He gets too deep in the paint.
Yeah. So like he gets into the paint, but then nowhere to go.
Too deep in the paint, in no man's land, or you're moving around. You saw that once in the summer league possession.
He's 20. Like that's the other thing.
Yeah, he's young.
He's 20. Like TJ McConnell's been in the league, 8-9 years?
Yeah, he's young. Podz is... he made all... I thought the guy was going to... Even Larry Harris, assistant GM of the Golden State Warriors, told, was it Willard or Tibbs, the strategy guru, that, hey, we expected Podz and TJD to spend most of their time in Santa Cruz in the G League. And they exceeded expectations. Made first team all rookie, and of course TJD just missed out on the second team. So let's see what he does. He does look better this summer. There's no lie. But it is summer league. We don't want to get too crazy about it. Let's go to Fred in Richmond. Fred, what's happening?
Bonte, what's going on?
What's up, Fred?
What's going on with y'all, man?
You got to say what's up to Shasky, too. Say what's up to the Butcher.
Shasky, Shasky probably tired, man. This y'all new schedule got him all
feel me?
Not feeling it. You feel me?
Oh, I'm loving this schedule. Oh, boy, you kidding me?
I'm out of whack, bro.
You are?
Yeah,
don't worry about it, man. Y'all will be back on y'all regular schedule next week.
Oh, don't depress me, Fred. Don't depress me. At least we get to go to training camp practice next week. I will say that. Go ahead, Fred.
Absolutely. But, man, I appreciate what Podz is doing. This summer league is looking all right. But I don't know why, but I really feel that Moses Moody is a lot better than him. He just won't get the opportunity. Steve Kerr is not giving Moses Moody the opportunity that Podz got. Moody reminds me of Iggy so much. I believe that he's a shooter. He's a way better defender. I heard all the stats that you're giving me this morning. I understand that. But if Moody would get that same opportunity, I believe he could be an all-star. And he's a lot taller than Podz. So I just hope that this season could be his breakout year, and maybe all that marketing stuff can just go out the window.
Yeah.
We have to play with what we have. You know what I mean? Marketing. Yeah. I see Drake. I was telling Guru and them last week. I seen Draymond punk marketing. So why do we just really want him?
Yeah.
Because he ain't played. He ain't did nothing. He's an all-star. I understand that, but he's not going to change the needle. I believe we just need to go with our roster and let TJD develop and see where we are.
Hey,
thanks for having me on, y'all.
No, anytime, Fred. Good call. You're right. Draymond has punk marketing. Marketing has never played in the playoff game, and they made the All-Star game, which was hosted in Salt Lake City. Salt Lake City, Utah. So it was kind of like a homecoming, and it was his All-Star game right there. Got more on marketing because there's another name that's floating out there that another analyst thinks that the Warriors should go out there, and it's not Lowry marketed. And then I want to react to Moses Moody.